Today I wanted to do an angel food cake. Most of the time I make it from scratch. But today my sister had brought me this Betty Crocker Just Add Water angel food cake mix. New look, same great taste. Has their instructions on the back. All you do is use this mix, add 1/3 cup of water. Well, as a southern cook as I am, I just do not like using box stuff. But I thought, well, it would save me from having to crack all those eggs, beat all those egg whites. We're gonna review this Betty Crocker Angel Food Cake Mix. So this is my take on it. All right. We'll take that Angel Food Cake Mix, put it into our mixer. Boy, that's powdery. Looks like a dust storm come through here. All those byproducts that I dislike, self-stabilizers that I dislike, fake ingredients that I dislike. So we're going to check it out and see. Okay. Now, this says to use 1 1/3 cup of water. All right, let's take we're going to do a take on this. Let's do a 1/2 cup of milk. Put that in our mixer. Okay, that will solve some of it. Then we'll do a 1/2 cup of water. Put that in there. You need that water because I imagine that this has one of those, has those egg whites like you would have to beat for your cake. I imagine this has a frothy thing that has to be activated by the water. I'm just guessing this. Then I had some sour cream, which I always like in all kind of. So I'm going to use about the other 1/3 cup of that sour cream. That'll just make it moist. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to try it. So now then, I kind of thought, well, I want something a little different than just plain old. I had to sit down. After that hernia surgery, I haven't been doing any videos because I've not been getting around too well. But as you know, I have a 91-year-old mother and I have to cook for us. So I thought today's treat would be an angel food cake. But I didn't want to have to stand up to do all that baking. Okay, what I'm going to do is I decided, well, I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of pure lemon extract, give it a little lemon flavor. I'm going to do 1 teaspoon of banana extract, give it a little banana flavor. And then I'm going to do just a 1/2 teaspoon of almond extract, give it a little almond flavor. Then, of course, I'm going to, since it's got banana and lemon, I'm going to make the white cake so it'll be pleasing to the eye. I'm going to eat a teaspoon of food coloring, yellow. So that's what we're going to do. So we'll put our stuff got all over the plate. I get that all over me every time. Okay, that's the yellow food color. Look at, I've got that all over me. I don't want to get it on my kitchen towels because it will come out, but I don't like it staining. So I'm not going to use this pretty blue and white kitchen towel. And I'm going to use this towel that I get it. I buy those towels at Harbor Freight for the automotive department. I use them in the kitchen. A teaspoon of vanilla flavor. I mean, not vanilla, banana flavoring. Then we do our teaspoon of lemon flavoring. And that made me think, you know, I do need to put probably some Mexican vanilla in it. You can never go wrong with Mexican vanilla. So let's do a teaspoon. Whoops, teaspoon of Mexican vanilla. See what that will do. Now this says just beat this for so many minutes. Well, we're gonna try that, and then I'll be back pretty soon. Let me get the mixer going, and we'll start it off slow. Watching that. Make sure we got enough yellow coloring in it. Oh, I think we do. Yeah, that's going to be pretty better. Now, if it'll just rise up to the heavens, we're going to use grandmother's old angel food cake pan. I have several of these. Every time I go to a garage sale, a Goodwill, and I see a good one, I go ahead and buy it because you never know when you might have a church function and you need to bake 4 or 5 different cakes. See, that's already fluffing up with that ingredient that fluffs everything. So we'll just turn that up and I'll come back so you don't have to hear the mixer. Okay, well, we got that beat up pretty good. We'll see. Now then, we'll try that. We'll try that, won't we? Oh, I gotta sit down again. Okay. Oh, I've got stuff all over this. All right. I got it all over. I always get stuff all over the place. So now we're just going to take our pan. It says don't grease it. So we take our insert, put it down, and then we're just going to pour this around it. Of course, sitting down, I can't see what I'm doing. I'm going to get all that out of there. Don't want to waste one drop. Not one drop. You know that stabilizer, or not stabilizer, it is a rising agent that they put in a boxed mix if you're not going to do your eggs individually to whip them. Then you have to use something, so I'm pretty sure that's what they did. Okay, now then it says for us to bake as directed in chart, or until top is dark golden brown, cracks feel very dry and not sticky. So a 10 by 4 angel food tube pan, which this is a 37 to 47 minutes. But since I'm using a convection oven, I'll probably put it on 20 minutes. And it says that 325. Let's see. Let me just read this. Move oven rack to lowest position if using an angel food pan. Remove other racks or middle position if using a low pan. So we're using angel food, so I've already done the racks. So I know this fits in my oven. We heat oven to 350 for aluminum pan or 325 for a non-stick pan. Do not grease pan. Well, this is aluminum. So we'll do 350 for 20 minutes in the convection oven. I think that will work, but we'll check it. Be back. Well, the oven has gone off. Now we'll get our cake and check and see how it looks, and I'll explain to you. Well, I think it's done. It's done. I made me turn that upside down, so I got that old lamp base that I've been using, and I took a skewer and I put that on there. And here you have to take your cake. You have to take this cake once it comes out of the oven, and you just have to flip it up onto this and let it sit there till it cools. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to let the cake sit there on the base until it cools. While I was looking for my cake holder, I got to thinking I would just show you this real quick. This is a bowl. It's called the Star of David. And what I would do is I would turn my angel food cake out, and I would mix my strawberries and put them in this bowl on the buffet or tea table. Then I'll turn my cake out and slice it and put my strawberries and 1 dollop of whipped cream. And there you have it. I'll let you see the cake. You have to let that cake cool on its stand till completely cooled. And when you touch it, it won't be warm at all. It'll be cool and nice, and then it will come out of the pan really easy without tearing up, because you have to realize all those fluffy egg whites is very fragile. One thing I forgot to tell you is that the pan that I am using, some of the newer pans have legs on them. So you don't have to cool it on a bottle. My older pans do not have the little legs on them. So you can just put that down on your cabinet instead of having that big deal just flailing around. Even though it has the legs, that is fine. But I feel like if it's up in the air, like I've always done it, then I know that it is getting more air and it will cool quicker. Well, we're going to see now. That's pretty cool. Got the plate. We'll take that off of there and move our stand. I won't get mixed up in it. But that's a pretty cake. It was risen really high, and then I got to taking care of something, so we'll see. I'll just run my case knife around the outer edge because that's what always seems to stick. Around there and then around your middle part. Fluffy. So go all the way around. Time will tell. Yeah. It's like opening a Christmas package. Now, shake it. It's got that good crumbs that us kids, we would take that and eat that off the pan. It was so good. Now, we'll flip that over. I think it turned out beautiful cake. So that's our improvised Betty Crocker angel food cake. As I've said in another video, everybody thinks this is an Afro hair pick, but it's not. It's what you cut angel food cake with, without it tearing up the cake. And it don't make it. See there? There you go. Now, that would be great on a plate with some strawberries, whipped cream, and a glass of milk. Enjoy. Thanks for watching.